Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well, hope you've all had a great week. I've just come home from work and I've just come into the workshop, but as I was walking through the garage I see this bad boy under the bench, a piece of silver birch. Now I've had this for maybe 6 to 8 months. A friend, grandparents had it cut down. I remember I made him a little pot as a thank you out of it previously. So this caught my eye as I came through the garage. So I'm going to get this on the lathe and see what we can make out of it. I might try and do a bit of a decent sized bowl. So let's go over to the lathe and see what we can do. Right, so we got it mounted on the lathe, got it centered with a center spike or whatever you call it in the back. What I'll do is I will turn it to a rough round. Depending on how it turns, depending on what character I've got left, I may leave some of the bark on it. I don't know. It's all going to be a case of turn it and see, as they say. So let's get on with it. Let's get it roughed down and see how it comes out. There's a few little cracks in it, but I'm hoping they're only going to be surface cracks. So yeah, let's get on with it and see what happens. Right, I think that's about the rough basic shape that I want. So I've got a little split in there, so I'm going to run some super glue in there, and there's also a bit of a crack in the bottom, but I think the wood is still a little bit green. So whether this will stick it because it's green, I don't know. Turning green wood's all new to me. So I'm just going by what people have told me on previous videos, and I've seen other people do, and I've seen people, if they get cracks, to put super glue in them just to obviously glue them back together. So that's basically what I'm going to do. So we'll get the glues cracked. Up. No, we'll get the cracks glued up. And we'll get it sanded up. So no, I'm happy how that's come out. And like I say, I just wanted to make a decent sized bowl rather than all the little tiny ones that I make, and something that's going to be usable. But I think what I might have to do is I might have to, once I've turned it, leave it in the workshop for a few days, because if I take it in the house I think it will crack. So yeah, it's going to be a case of suck it and see, I think. Like I say, I've never really turned green wood before, not a bowl this size anyway, so it's all new to me. So anyway, we'll get it glued up, and then once I've got it glued up I'll come back and show you. Right, so what I've done is I've super glued, there's a little bit of softy bits in there, so I've super glued that, crack there, super glued that, and the crack there was slightly coming down the side there. So I've super glued those, so I'll clean those up with chisels, and then we'll just gently sand them out, and then hopefully get this side done, flip it and get it gouged out. So there we go. I like that bit there. Started to splatter, whatever you want to call it. I know it's got some nice patterns in that wood as well. I don't know if you can see them patterns in there, quite nice. Yeah, I like that. What we'll do is we get it flipped and we get it hollowed out. Well, there you go, we got there eventually, and to be honest, for a bit of manky old wood that I found in the garage, it hasn't turned out too well, or too bad, I don't think. Don't know if you can see, got a little bit of splattered or spaltered, whatever you want to say it there. Some nice grain patterns in there. It's quite a nice piece of wood, to be honest. And yeah, I've only ever turned one piece of silver birch before, and this has turned out really well. As you see, we had a couple of cracks where that's been dried out, so, and a couple in the bottom that I repaired, or a couple in the bottom there that I've repaired. So yeah, that hasn't turned out too bad. I've really enjoyed doing this. Still a bit green, because when you turn it you can feel a bit of moisture coming out on the chippings on your hand, so obviously it's a little bit green. And like I said, it's only been sat about 8 months. And I do believe someone told me, I think it was last week, that it's supposed to be a year for every inch of the piece of wood. So I don't know if it's every inch across the diameter, or every inch, a year for every inch through depth. But like I say, this has only been sat about 8 months, and so it's still pretty green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it in the workshop for a couple of weeks, and give it a chance to dry out a little bit more, and hopefully she won't crack. It's not too warm in here. It's perhaps what's the temperature now? 15.5 degrees in here, so it's not freezing cold, but it's not really warm either. So, but I don't want to take it in the house and the heating come on and then crack it all. So that'd be a shame, really, because it is a nice piece. I really do like it. It's a shame about the crack in there, but you know, I mean, at the end of the day, what can we do? It's a piece of natural product, really. So I didn't go too deep because, number one, there's a great big knot in there that I didn't see on the outside until I started turning it. And number two, to be honest, I think it's deep enough anyway. It's not that it's going to be used, even if you use it as a small fruit bowl, it's still deep enough for what you want to do. It's about 2.5 inches deep, so yeah, I think it's more than deep enough. So anyway folks, that's this week's project. I hope you've enjoyed it. If so, then please like and share. I'm going to try and do a bit more wood projects, because I know I've done quite a lot of resin ones. I've still got some resin ones to come up, but I want to try and do a bit more natural wood. But it's just finding the wood, because I've got a few bits laying around, but they soon go, don't they? So, but I've also had a think about having another go at the old plywood, so I might have a go at plywood. But that seemed a quite good project. So yeah, keep your eyes open for that. That's perhaps coming in the next few weeks. So hey guys, that's this week's project. Obviously, again, if you liked it, then please like and share. To all my subscribers, new and old, thank you so much for supporting me. Your comments are great, support is great. Thank you very much appreciate it. So that's this week's project. There'll be a fresh new project for next week. So I want you all to have a great weekend. Take care, speak to you soon, and bye for now.